my name is Sudeshna and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be trying out some very popular and viral Instagram fashion hacks. So in this video, we're going to test them out and see whether they actually work or not, or are they just clickbait and they just don't work at all. So we're going to put that to the test, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun because this is the perfect time to do all of these things, to experiment, to try new things, to try new hobbies, so that once this lockdown is over, we can actually use them in our real life. So I'm going to be trying some fashion hacks that I found on Instagram. Hopefully these actually work because some of them could actually be very helpful in my life, and I'm pretty sure it could be helpful in your lives as well. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. So guys, the first DIY hack is actually more of a DIY than a hack. She took a pair of jeans and then on the back side of the jeans in the bottom, she just embroidered some like writing or any word that you like. So I'm going to write down 2 words on the back side of my jeans and then I'm just going to embroider it. I have these like very plain blue denims. I mean, they do have some rips on the front, but on the back it's completely plain, and I just thought that, you know, adding some embroidery will completely jazz it up, and I thought it looked so cute. And the main thing is we're going to see how easy it is to actually do at home because she made it look very easy. Let me just show you guys how it looks. So on this side of the leg, I have written love, and I had this like ombre color red thread. So in some portion you can see it's like pink and some portion it's red, and I just think that that adds like a nice little extra touch. One thing I would say is that remember to do this mostly in like straight cut jeans, because in skinny jeans it might not show up properly. And second thing I would say is that try to get a lighter color, because I chose red. It doesn't really show up that much as compared to the video she showed. She used white. I didn't have like white or any lighter color like that, so I just went with red. I thought it will look vibrant, but I mean, of course you can like see it, but it's still not as vibrant as I would like it to be. It's very subtle. Kind of really liking how it looks. So hack number 1 or DIY number 1, success. Let's move on to the next one. Okay guys, so the second hack that I have is actually on a pair of loose jeans. Most of my mom jeans, I have the same issue, is that the waist part is always a little loose. So to make the waist of the jeans tighter, all you have to do is open the button and then just put the button through the first loop on the right and then just button it up as usual. Now, it looked good when the girl was doing it in the video. I don't know what happened, but for me personally, it did not work at all. There was like this really bad bunching happening around the zip area, and it just looked very obvious that jeans is not normal. For me, it did not work at all, and this one was a major fail. So the second hack for the same problem is taking a shoelace or any kind of string and then tying a knot at the back. You can take like 2 to 3 belt hoops around the back and then just tighten it. Now this one kind of worked but also kind of didn't. In my jeans, the back loop is actually exactly on the center. If it didn't have a center loop and it just had like 2 loops on the side, I think that would have worked much better into like pulling it all together. But because all of my loops were very far apart, I just don't think that worked. Even though it was much better than the first one, but not really like 100% satisfied with it. Okay, so next we're going to move on to a cropped hack. So again, I have 2 different hacks of doing this. So if you're someone who has a regular t-shirt but wants to kind of give it a cropped look, there's 2 ways you can do it. So in hack number 1, it's very simple. You can just tuck it under your bra, and this actually worked better than what I was expecting, because I thought, how is that going to work, because the bra is like obviously really high up. but it actually worked quite well. For this bra hack to work, you have to wear like a wired bra, so that is what is going to give you that sturdiness to hold the top that you've tucked under your bra. If you don't want to wear a regular bra, you can just wear a sports bra and then just tuck it in, because the under band of the sports bra is actually quite thick and tight and sturdy, so even that will hold the crop top. So this one actually worked pretty well. With skirt or dress, it's going to be very helpful. The next hack that I have is a shoestring hack. Again, you can take a shoelace or any thick lace that you have, and then just tie it around your waist where you want your cropped length to be, and then just tuck the top underneath the cropped top. I think this one is much better than the bra one, because this one again is very sturdy and it doesn't really have a lot of limitations. I think everyone can do it. You can tie it to your own convenience. You don't have to make it very tight or anything like that. I just tied it to what was comfortable for me and it worked pretty well. You can also crop a top on top of a dress. So sometimes what I like to do is I just like to wear a dress and then a t-shirt on top, and this one works really well, because in this way you kind of get an illusion that you're wearing a top and a skirt. I think these two hacks absolutely work. Next, we're going to move on to this shirt hack. Now this is something that I never realized, and I've always faced this problem. I always like to tie a knot on my shirts just to give it a more casual look, because if you don't tie a knot on your shirt, it can end up looking very formal, and because of this what happens is you get this really big gaping hole. I've kind of made peace with it, but when I came across this hack on Instagram, I was like, wait a second, you actually have a hack for that? I was like, mind blown. She takes one side of the knot and she inserts it on the top half where it's buttoned. Then she does the same thing on the other side as well, and then the thing that comes out underneath, it already creates a knot, and it's very simple. Because of this, the knot doesn't stick out too much. It's lays flat along with the shirt. So this is something that I'm 100% going to be using it. It's like very helpful for me. So I'm someone who likes to wear full hand things, but I always like lift it up to like a 3/4 sleeve, and because of that what happens is throughout the day it keeps coming down and I hate it. It's so annoying, so irritating, because I like to have it like 3/4. What you have to do is you just have to take an elastic band or a rubber band. I've just taken like small elastics here and I've just put it through my arms, and then you can just fold it over the rubber band, and this way you can make sure that it stays. And this hack actually works amazingly. But there are a few things that I want you guys to keep in mind, is that make sure that the elastic is not too small for your hand, because you don't want an elastic that is too tight on your arms, because if you're going to be wearing it for a longer period, then you might get blood clots, and that's not really a good thing. So please make sure of that. But this hack works. Last hack is actually a belt tuck hack, and this hack was, let me just say it right now, it was an absolute fail. I don't know what happened, but it didn't really work. So sometimes what happens is after you put on your belt, you have this really long thing hanging out, sticking out, and sometimes if you don't have a lot of belt hooks, you don't really know what to do with it. This girl actually showed this hack where she folded the belt in the front, and which made the strap a lot more smaller. And I tried to do the same thing, but for some reason I just couldn't get it at all. At the end, if you guys can see here, I managed to do something of that sort. I mean, from the outside it looks exactly like hers is looking. The reason why it's holding its place is because it has belt hoops, but this is something that I would like to do over a dress, and a dress obviously does not have belt hoops all the time. Those were all the hacks that I wanted to try. I think 50% of them worked really well and 50% of them did not work for me, but I'm so glad I tried them. So guys, that brings me to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments down below which hack was your favorite, or which one do you think is going to be very helpful for you guys. I really hope that this was actually helpful. I hope it was fun to watch as well. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you guys liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, and hit that bell notification so that you guys are notified every single time I upload a new video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!